Are we in the middle of an AI hype bubble? Or are we seeing the fledgling steps of a new type of technology that will transform work to a similar degree as the steam engine or the typewriter? For a lot of businesses who are still somewhat on the fence on AI, the answer to these questions is at the core of their future success. With the release by Microsoft of its latest 2024 Work Trend Index report, we have another set of data to look at to help us look towards the future. And while it's impossible to predict exactly what's going to happen, we should take some time to outline what this and similar research is telling us, and what this might mean for you, whether you're currently ahead of, in the middle of, or behind the curve when it comes to AI. Keep watching to find out everything you need to know from the report. But before we dig in, a quick introduction. My name is Nick DeCourcy. I'm the owner of Bright Ideas Agency, a digital transformation consulting company focused on the needs of smaller businesses. I'm also the author of Who's in the Co-Pilot Seat, a guidebook for small and medium-sized business leaders on how to adopt AI technology. If you're interested in learning more about working with me or getting a copy of my book, there are links below where you can get more information. I reference findings from Microsoft's WorkLab fairly often on this channel. This is an initiative by Microsoft to understand the workplace realities that intersect with where their products get used. And so while a big focus has now become AI, I first became familiar with this work back in 2020, when much of the focus was on the impacts of remote work and its effect on employee well-being. The Work Trend Index report is something that's been published every year since 2020. But there's a lot of other material that's published that you should take a look at too. The 2024 Work Trend Index report was released last week, and somewhat ominously is titled AI and Work is Here, Now Comes the Hard Part. A link to the full report is down in the description, and I recommend you take a look if you're interested by what I'll outline in the summary. This is research conducted by Microsoft and LinkedIn, which is a subsidiary of Microsoft, getting responses from 31,000 workers across 31 countries, and looking at other data like hiring trends from LinkedIn, Microsoft 365 data, and separate research with Microsoft's Fortune 500 customers. The report makes 3 key findings. Let's look at each of these, then dig into the detail with some commentary and questions added by me around the issues I thought that were most pertinent. Employees want AI at work and won't wait for companies to catch up. The research states that 75% of knowledge workers around the world use generative AI at work. But a 75% share of employees being existing users of AI is certainly not what I see when I start working with new clients in my consulting practice that increasingly focuses on Copilot for Microsoft 365 adoption. But if you zoom out on this claim, I think the metric that is driving this headline figure is very different to what I would reasonably assess as AI usage when looking at how AI use has already impacted teams I work with. The survey question driving this headline is, how often do you use generative AI at work? Which implies that anyone who responds, well, I tried it once after I saw the Super Bowl ad, is thrown into exactly the same bucket as those who respond, I use Copilot every single day. And while giving these responses equivalency results in an interesting headline number, I don't think anyone who is involved in rolling out these tools would rate these as the same thing. What I think is actually a far more interesting and important set of results from this first section of the report concerns those who are bringing their own AI to work situations. 78% of those who are AI users and up to 80% in SMEs had used their own AI tools at work. This bring your own AI is most prevalent amongst Gen Z users, but has a high, above 70% propensity for each of the generations currently represented in the workplace. Why do employees bring their own AI? Well, AI provides a potential solution to a set of problems many workers face. 68% struggle with the pace and volume of their work, and 46% feel burned out. A technology that can save some time or silence some of those pings from Teams chats is appealing to a broad diversity of workers who are struggling with our always connected, fast-paced work. But this creates a problem for business leaders and IT professionals. If you're not controlling the AI, then you're not controlling the work outputs generated by using that AI. You don't know what company data is being shared with outside systems, and you're not sure where work generated with AI rather than by workers is turning up through your many processes. This creates a significant set of risks for data security, for the resilience of your processes, and for your company's reputation. This is one of the major reasons I advocate that all businesses should have an AI plan and a set of AI-related policies, whether or not you intend to roll out company-owned AI-powered systems or not. The risks of bring your own AI are real and probably already being felt somewhere in your business. The report found that 79% of leaders believe their company does need to adopt AI, but 3 in 5 worry that their organisation lacks the plan and vision to implement it. This is an issue every business needs to grapple with. Before we explore further, if you're finding this overview useful, it would be great if you'd give this video a like to help it get in front of more people. And if you're interested in seeing more like this, please subscribe to the channel. For employees, AI raises the bar and breaks the career ceiling. 66% of leaders surveyed said they wouldn't hire someone without AI skills. But again, zooming out on this response, the associated information here is also very interesting. 77% of leaders think AI can enable early career talent to take on greater responsibilities, while 71% would focus on AI skills over experience. In my view, these results represent a disconnect that exists for many leaders right now between the aspirations for AI technology and its reality, a disconnect I'm having to have conversations to coach people through fairly regularly. While in the long term, autonomous AI systems may more radically change work than what we're seeing right now, the branding of Microsoft's tools as Copilot should be a constant reminder that having a human in the loop as a pilot is not just a nice to have, but an essential right now. But ultimately, the value that human pilot brings to being that human in the loop is as much about the relevant experience they have related to the work processes you're involving AI in, as it is to do with having distinct AI skills. I can far more easily train someone in how to prompt generative AI than I can give them 20 or 30 years of experience in a particular field. In many businesses, leaders would love from a budgetary perspective to be able to leverage AI to reduce expensive experienced roles for those of more junior and less expensive workers. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your position on this, all the downsides about AI, like hallucination, lack of explainability, potential for bias, etc., can only be mitigated through involving human oversight with sufficient knowledge and experience related to whatever you're having the AI tool work on. Can generative AI help early career professionals achieve more? Certainly, but AI will also help you better leverage the value of your experienced team members, and will increasingly highlight the value of that human experience alongside the value of AI. If you're among that 71% of leaders who think AI skills are more important than experience, I think it's vital you integrate a great deal of nuance into this issue to ensure that for each hiring you're truly thinking about where the human adds value in the interaction with AI and how this helps you to be successful while using AI responsibly and safely. While how AI may impact the workforce may be a little uncertain right now, what is certain is that these new technologies give everyone an impetus to learn. Lots of leaders have great concerns about hiring suitably qualified candidates for key roles. There's lots of opportunity for those with the right skills, not just in technical roles, but areas like creative design, HR, customer service and finance. All areas that can be helped by, but are not directly involved in the running of AI systems in businesses. 76% of the survey's respondents said they need AI skills to remain competitive in the job market, with AI skills rising by double digits across most non-technical knowledge worker work types, and with management and consulting roles seeing 4 of the top 5 spots for this growth. And yet, alongside the rise of bring your own AI is bring your own AI skills, as while nearly 80% of respondents may want to gain AI skills, only 39% of those who have used AI had training provided by their businesses. The skills gap that leaders are concerned about is being created by those same leaders who aren't focusing skills development in the right places for their business's needs or their workers' ambitions. But this is where I can help you. Wherever you are in your AI journey, the advisory, coaching, and training services my company Bright Ideas Agency provides to small and medium-sized businesses will help you set the right direction and gain greater momentum towards impactful solutions to get the best from AI. As an individual, check out my free training on my website and coaching services to help you get ahead in understanding these technologies. Or as a manager or business owner, consider my AI implementation services, helping you with Copilot for Microsoft 365 or other generative AI products, including planning your project, team training, and ongoing support. Links to find out more about each of these services and to get in touch are down in the description. The final finding of the report focuses on the rise of the AI power user and what they reveal about the future. The research actually identifies 4 types of users: skeptics, novices, explorers, and power users. It doesn't seem to provide details as far as I can see of what proportion of respondents fell into each category, though it does say, for example, that power users both say they use AI several times each week and it saves them more than 30 minutes per day. In my experience, those who are saving multiple hours each week using a tool like Copilot for Microsoft 365 are probably using it far more than several times, so I'd be interested in seeing some greater elaboration here. The types of activities power users are doing with AI show us how they are achieving such a large estimated time saving. And I say estimated because I don't think there was any measurement of time saving as part of this research, and in all honesty I often find that individuals are not that good at making estimates of these types of figures. However, again, I think that Microsoft actually hid the more important data below what is maybe a more questionable headline, and that is that those who end up reporting as power users are far more likely to have engagement from leadership in their rollout of AI. 61% have heard from their CEO on the importance of AI. They are more likely, 53%, to receive encouragement from leadership on how AI can transform their work, and are more likely, 37%, to have received company-sponsored training on using AI. Better practices for adoption that include training end up with better results, and more users who self-report more engagement with AI products, and a better return on investment through greater time savings. This isn't in the data, but I suspect they are also far more likely to be part of organisations where bring your own AI is less of a problem, as the company has effectively provided and rolled out tools to meet the AI needs of the employees. Overall, this year's Work Trend Index provides an interesting positional evaluation of where we are with AI tools and where the path on this journey is leading. Microsoft offered 3 key takeaways I would largely agree with. First, identify a business problem, then apply AI. This is so important, as just trying to AI-ify an entire business without a plan is too big an undertaking to even understand what success could look like. Starting with a tool like Copilot for Microsoft 365 in certain knowledge work functions can bring quick wins. Second, take a top-down, bottom-up approach. Building capacity to engage everyone in the right way in the AI journey is essential. It won't work without the support of the CEO down, but it also won't work if the individual end users getting access to the tools don't understand why they should engage with them. Getting value from generative AI is as much about culture as it is about technology. Last, prioritise training. I love this line in the report. AI power users aren't doing it on their own. And this is so true. There are so many areas where building new knowledge and skills is essential, from a technical understanding of how to use the tools to broader issues like ethics and responsible AI. 66% of leaders may not want to hire employees without AI skills, but 100% of leaders should be thinking about how to build AI skills in their existing workforce, even if just to ensure everyone understands the risks of issues like bring your own AI. So hopefully this has been an interesting and useful overview for you, and I hope my input and analysis has added value to the content of the report. I do encourage you to go and take a read, there's a link below, and again, if you need help with issues such as these, do reach out. I know so many people have burning AI-focused questions, and often even a 30-minute coaching session can do a lot to help you better understand the direction you should take. Thanks for watching through to the end. Until the next video, bye bye.